Welcome to the Prince2 session. We are going to talk about the Prince2. What is really a Prince2 and how we really can use the Prince2 in real-time environment. Let's talk about some of the benefits of the Prince2. Prince2 talk about the flexibility in real-time environment. So the wherever the project management method is really required, we can use the flexibility to tailor, customize and modify the project environment. It also comes with the governance which provide clear rules, responsibility, and ensure accountability in real-time environment. Like they have the project board, project manager, and the team member, where they will focus majorly on accountability and responsibility. Also, the Prince to focus on the business, where they will focus majorly on the continued business justification and make sure the business case is really up to date and alive into real time environment and continued through starting of the project to the end of the project. Now the communication is the one of the important role into any project management. So regular reporting, stakeholder management and monitoring, tracking and control in real time basis also. Now the when you say controlling, so it have the stage on stage, like how we break down the project into from the large piece of the project to the smaller milestones. That's called stage gate process control and progression. And also it comes with the outcome oriented, means which is basically focus on the deliverables and focus on the benefits and then value realizations. Again, it have the scalability which focus on the size of the project, complexity of the project and how it is really suits for the project environment. Now, when we say the global recognition, yes, it is well known from the last 40 plus years, it is being recognized. And since 2000 onward, it has become more and prominent certification into the global project management, especially into Europe and Australia and India also. Quality assurance is one of the key important standards which require to be focused in project environment, like how we can make sure that project outcome are delivered and achieved throughout various life cycle and management of project also. Last not the least, the cost and the time management. It focuses majorly on the budget, schedule, cost and various other factors which really required to manage into the project management. So these are some of the benefits which will require to understand why you should use the Prince2 methodology in your project. Next, there are 7 aspects of the project performance which basically comes with the cost, benefits, risk, scope, time, quality and sustainability. The first 6 are the common project performance parameters which is basically being used into the Prince2 version 6, and this new sustainability comes into the new 7th version. So the complete Prince2 basically focus majorly on this project performance parameters, which is completely throughout project from the beginning to the end also, like cost management, time management, quality management, risk management, scope management and make sure benefits from the project starting to the end and the post benefits also. Then sustainability factor, which how we can reduce and focus on sustainability target and improve the sustainability for business output and then outcome. It also comes with the delivery method. So basically it focus on the delivery method, which is like you can say the traditional waterfall method, like linear sequential approach. Similarly, it have the iterative incremental approach, which is nothing else agile way of doing that. Third, which is hybrid, nowadays very common, which is used for the hybrid approach. So linear means it required when you use and have the clarity on the project, what is to be done into the project and how you require to be done. So like where you have the clear requirement, then you should use linear and sequential approaches. Second, iterative, which is nothing else very commonly used agile approaches method, which is basically you must have seen and heard about the Scrum, but if not, then the Prince2 can adopt and customize according to your project requirement. Where the requirement is not clear, where the business is not aware, so they have the idea, they would like to do it. So Prince2 can customize according to the iterative and incremental approaches. Last, which is a hybrid, when you have the clarity, then you do it. When you do not have the clarity, you adopt agile method. So the Prince2 is a flexible to adopt into the any of the delivery method which can be implemented, focused and applied also. Now it have the 5 integrated elements. So Prince2 comes with the 5 integrated elements, which is a central component is a people. Then you always have the practices. Then you have the processes, principles, and project context. So this is the 5 integrated elements. So all Prince2 is basically being combined with these 5 integrated elements. Now when we talk about the people part, which is a central and key component of this, so any project which you run, it always run with the people. So the people is really important. We need to always aware about how the stakeholder management work. So those who are working on project, on those who are going to be affected by the project also, so they will be understand and connected with the people component of Prince2. Now when we say the principles are very important area for the project management. Like it have the 7 principles. The first principle talk about ensure continued business justification. Second is learn from experience, which is important and how you can connect with that. Third, define roles and responsibility, which is important for defining the roles into the project and how their relationship and responsibility as well also. Third, and the fourth, manage by stages, means breaking down the project into the smaller stages so you can manage an effective and efficient way of doing that also. Manage by exceptions, so focus on the exception, means all the parameters which has been defined like cost, timelines. In case something is not achieved, then you will be having some exceptions which require to be get approved by the steering committee or the project board. Then focus on the product. So any project which you run required an outcome, and then that means everybody should be clear about focus on those products which required to be delivered by the project. Last not the least, tailor. So the customization of your project, modification of your project is always important. How you do and how you modify about your project and suit your tailoring and customization according to your business and the nature. Next is practices. So it have the 7 practices which focus majorly on your business case, organizing, plans, quality, risk, issues, and last is progress. So these are the 7 practices which actually help to support how you do and perform the activity during the project processes. For example, uh, uh, starting of a project process which focus on business case, whether this project is suitable or not, and how do you do these activities. So for example, you are new to the project management or the new to the project, then how to perform a business case. So that means you need to understand how to define a business case. So these practices are going to help you to perform these activities. That's all from my side, just to give you an overview about the Prince2 and other area also. Thank you very much.